Welcome to another video, my Eagle Fang Miyagi-Do and Cobra Kai friends. Now, I want to further along with the topic that I've covered before, ad nauseum. You know, it's no secret that I'm a fan of Robby's arc, we know that. It's established with all the videos on my channel. In this particular video, I wanted to talk about why it is integral to Robby's development and Robby's character arc that he basically goes through this. He needs to get this out. And here's why. Miyagi-Do teachings showed him who he could be if he changed his life for the better. Cobra Kai is going to show him how he can deal with this inner anger and rage that's within him. And as we saw in the school fight at the end of Season 2, the Miyagi-Do teachings, as good as they were for Robby, and as much as things were changing for him, there was still that innate rage inside him. There was that uncontrollable anger. And it comes full circle into the fight when he starts attacking Johnny. And obviously Johnny's not, he starts going Luke Skywalker. He's like, I'm not going to fight you. I'm not going to do it. Throws him into a locker. But anyway, it's kind of funny in a sense. But Robby needs to get this out of him. He needs to get all this anger out. He needs to go completely dark. Completely. The same way Vader did. And then eventually, he can come home. Now, do I think Robby will redeem next season? It's possible. But it's one of them kind of things where I feel like it shouldn't be rushed. It should be done with care and with time. And I've said before that Robby's arc will play out across the show. And it will be the best arc across the show. And I stand by that. But Robby's character throughout the 3 seasons thus far has always displayed the temperament of sort of Daniel and Johnny in a hybrid. That's what I've said before, is that Miguel and Robby are basically hybrids of the two of them. Robby is fascinated by the Miyagi-Do teachings, but he's more like Johnny was. You got Miguel, who is more like Daniel was, but he takes on Johnny's way of doing it. And it's just interesting having those two kind of cancel each other out. But a big part of why Robby getting this out of him is the same way Vader did it. Once Vader did it, it then no longer became about the original purpose. The original purpose of Vader being who he was he wanted to save his loved ones from death, and basically control. He wanted full control of his own destiny, and he eventually caused the thing he tried to create, tried to avoid, and that was his downfall. And then once Padme died, he was then on a journey of, right, I've got nothing left to lose. I'm on this path. I may as well just go fully into it. And that's where I feel like Robby's at. Robby feels like he has nothing left of that part of himself, so he's going to fully embrace the other side. And deep down, he's a good kid. He's a good kid. We've seen it displayed throughout Season 3, Season 2, 1. Deep down, he's a good kid. But I feel like he does need to get this out of his system, and it needs to feel organic. And in this, I do sort of talk a little bit about, why his redemption shouldn't be rushed, and it should be something that we look forward to. We anticipate the moment that he does it. And admittedly, it's going to be kind of cool to see Robby pretty much on the dark side. I liked him in Miyagi-Do. I thought he gave the Miyagi-Do a bit of badassery, a bit of bad boy edge. But now they've got Miguel and Hawk. Robby being in Cobra Kai with Tory and Kyla, and potentially Sean down the line, is just a natural fit. It fits, it works. And I feel like him learning under Kreese, he's going to get worse. So this season coming up, expect Robby to be doing some pretty, dastardly things. He's in a prime position now, where all of the years of anger, the years of rage that he's bottled up, can now it can manifest, and it can come right out. And this is a part 1 tying into a part 2 video of mine. It's not even a part 1. This is a setup for a video that I'm going to be doing, that I'm really going to enjoy doing. It's something that I've been theorizing with you guys in live streams for quite a while, and I really want to delve into why I think it is absolutely essential. But however, for this video alone, it's just me simply saying that Robby needs to go through this. So if you feel like Robby just randomly turned to the dark side, no, he didn't. This has been placed from the beginning. It feels like the way it happened this season, it feels almost like, and this is where Robby's at, is he was always going to end up this way. He was always going to end up on this path, and it was alluded to heavily in Season 1, especially Season 2. So Robby was always going to end up here, always, just because of the circumstance of the characters in the story. But through the teachings that he learned in Season 1 and 2 from Daniel and the Miyagi-Do way, he will make the right choice. Eventually. But for now, let him go full on Cobra Kai. Let's see a villainous Robby. Let's see that evil come out, you know. I mean, the only person who I could say found a good balance was Miguel. Miguel got a bit cocky, but he didn't really do evil stuff. Hawk, on the other hand, you know, beating a guy, you know, beating the living daylights out of Brooks, you know, trashing the Miyagi-Do dojo. Robby will do stuff like that worse, because Hawk's inner rage comes from his desire of, you know, not his desire, but his feeling of powerlessness, you know, his feeling of being a victim, being bullied and feeling weak all his life, and now he's getting that out. And look what happened, he got it out. He got it out, and now he's back to Eli as Hawk, badass, with his friends. Robby needs to do the same thing. Same thing. But I feel like Robby's is a bit more... It's not better or worse than comparison-wise. I just feel like Robby has a lot more darkness within him. And he's tried so hard to be the opposite of that. Now he's on that path. And I feel like he's just going to fully embrace it. And, you know, Hawk didn't have Kreese rabbiting in his ear until Season 3 and part of Season 2. Robby is going to have Kreese right in his corner from the end of Season 3 full all the way in Season 4. You know, all the way. And Robby has no one else. So I could potentially see him getting worse. But he's got to go through this. He's got to embrace that evil nature. And I think it would be cool. It would be a great little twist for Robby's character to really go through this. You know, and as I've said, this isn't, as much as I'm comparing it to Star Wars, please, please, please remember this. This isn't Marvel. This isn't Star Wars. Not every character has to die for the show to end. You know, it isn't that franchise. The Karate Kid movies, they're not like that. They're not like that at all. They all sort of end with a morally grey ending, if you know what I mean. Star Wars is a fairy tale, so it has that kind of approach, and Marvel is superheroes, so it's gonna have that. It's three completely different things, but they have a lot of parallels and a lot of similarities. So just keep that in mind. Like, you know, if you're gonna do like death predictions, I'm gonna be real with you. The only character I can see dying is Kreese. Kreese, Sid, and maybe Daniel's mother passing away, or something like that. There's going to be no... How do I say it? There's not going to be like a MCU or Star Wars type death in Karate, you know, in Cobra Kai, because it doesn't fit the mold of the franchise, if you know what I mean. It just, for me, it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit within the storyline of these movies. These movies are based on hope. They're based on all that kind of stuff. And they have good endings, you know. The good guys always win in the end. Regardless of how much they get trodden on. So do expect the good guys to come full circle. But anyway, you guys and girls, leave your comments down below. Let me know what you thought. I'm interested to get more of a dialogue. Someone wanted me to do another Robby video, so here you go. You're welcome. I've got one on Miguel coming up that I'm really excited for, because I haven't really talked a lot about Miguel, but Miguel is one of my favorite characters in the whole franchise. He's the MVP. He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT, and oh god, when he performed that like final stunt at the end of Season 3, I was like, oh damn. Gonna enjoy it. You guys are gonna enjoy it too. Anyway, I will see you on another video soon, and yeah, onward to 5,000 subs. Let's get it. Now the real pain begins, Danny boy.